My name is Skye Tooley, my pronouns are they, them, and I'm running for elementary vice president for UTLA. We have not had a moment to breathe. We have seen our communities attacked viciously and our First Amendment rights stripped. We have seen our profession attacked, federal funding decimated, and individual educators doxxed and targeted for teaching inclusivity. We are seeing our profession being used once again as not just a pawn, but a way to target one of the last publicly funded systems in our country. As an elementary educator for 11 years, I bring not just my experience, but an understanding of the multiple issues our elementary educators are facing. From over-testing with iReady, to a lack of support with inclusion schools, to targeting schools by calling them priority, I stand with fellow elementary educators with their frustration at the district's lack of care for our communities and clarity around funding for our schools. We point out how our communities and our own families are impacted by ICE, healthcare, rent hikes, and lack of mental health support to no change. As an educator who's openly trans, I am not immune to these impacts. I have faced attacks from parents, administration, and far-right groups on social media. Instead of caving to these attacks, I continued organizing. I've organized around workers' rights in UTLA and outside of union spaces and grassroots organizations. At the grassroots level, I co-founded Educator Defense Network and worked with our group to organize campaigns to help support UTLA members, including overturning the non-reelective probationary transgender educator and raising over $12,000 for UTLA members impacted by the 2025 wildfires. Independently, I've helped organize vigils, protests, mutual aid funds, and more in the past 7 years, including the Children's Hospital protests. At this moment, we can feel overwhelmed knowing the public education system is working as it should. We are standing in a moment where we are remaking the system for all, not just to be included, but to thrive. For each of us to have not just a living wage, but a thriving one, and for our workspaces to be places where we can feel safe and supported. With each contract, each strike, each day, we work to demand better, not just for us, but for our students and communities. As your elementary vice president, I will work to build power with educators for educators. Together, we can shift what our union does to ensure we are challenging the district at each point they attempt to take away our power. I'm committed to standing 10 toes down to protect our kids, our community, and especially us, the frontline workers who show up each day giving our best. We are the ones who are visible. We are the ones reimagining. We are the ones wanting to thrive in a system that demands we don't. Our time is now. Vote, and if you believe in this vision, vote for me, your next elementary VP.